Guys, it's Miss Karen again, and I'm here with the next part of our lesson. By now you may have noticed that your paint that you put on there to dry is actually sparkly. Isn't that cool? I just wanted to add a little secret surprise for you guys. But it's sparkly, it has glitter in it, and it's not going to go away, so that's going to be just an added bonus to your picture. Now what we're going to need are what are called pastels. Pastels, they feel like chalk, like you would use on your sidewalk, but they're better. Now, you may notice that sometimes your chalk pastels break. Oh no, do you think they're ruined? No, we can use those little pieces just as well as we can use the big pieces. So we're going to go ahead and get started. You're going to get messy. Your hands are going to get dusty and full of color. So, remember this. Make sure that you're wearing clothes, that it's okay if they get a little messy. And number 2, don't pick your nose. Because if you pick your nose and you have red on your finger, people are going to know because you're going to have red on your nose. So, that's my tip. That's Miss Karen's tips for you. Okay, to start with, we're going to go to the middle of our sun. I'm going to zoom in so you can see this. I'm going to take my yellow and I'm only going to put it in my sun. Now notice I'm not stressing too hard about filling in every little section. It's okay if it's not filled in all the way. And you're also going to notice that there's not a whole lot of dust that I made. Dust is not good with chalk pastels because you're wasting them. So very little dust is all you want to make. Now I'm going to take the next color on the rainbow, which is orange. Now I want to put just a touch of orange in my sun. Why would I put just a touch of orange in my sun? Watch this. It's going to add shadow. I'm going to take my finger, I'm going to put it right on my sun, and I'm going to start to do little tiny little circles. Now I haven't touched my orange yet. I'm just going to do tiny little circles, and now I'm going to start working into my orange. A little bit at a time. Alright. There you go. So there's your first layer. Now the outlines that you made, they don't look so special right now. So was Miss Karen being kind of silly filling you in on this magic? No, wait till the next part. We're going to go with the orange. And we're going to put some orange in here. Remember, not a lot of pressure, not a lot of dust. Just some orange in there. Now, I'm going to take my finger. I'm going to use my yellow finger, and that's only because yellow is part of orange. Because to make orange, you need yellow and red. So if I've already got yellow on my finger, it's not really going to mess up the orange because it's already in there. So little bits, press it really hard into the paper. That's the whole point. You want to press, press, press. Now don't go into the other areas. Wherever you don't want orange, don't put orange. Okay, all the way around, little tiny marks, little tiny. There you go. Pretty cool. Notice your white line didn't get covered. Now why didn't it get covered? It didn't get covered because it's shiny, it's slippery, and the chalk won't stick to it. So now let's move on to our next color. So after orange, we might do red. Now you can do any colors you want. Miss Karen's doing the rainbow, but you don't have to. You can do it in any order you want. There's really not a wrong way to do art. Now there is a wrong way to use the supplies. So make sure you don't waste them or mess them up, okay? Push, push, push. And go all the way around. So now do you understand how this project is going to be done? Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you finish this project. And Mom and Dad, whenever they're done with their project, you can take a wet Q-tip or maybe a wet paintbrush and just gently, I gotta get a little water on my brush, gently touch that white line and clean it off. But try not to get that water into your color. All right, and just drag it through, and it's gonna look like a stained glass. Did you know that stained glass was made so people that couldn't read in church could follow along with the preacher? It's kind of interesting, huh? All right, so what I'll do is I'm going to finish my picture. Now notice, I actually am holding my purple on the side because I'm filling in a big chunk of area, and going little like this will take me forever. Now you can take your time and go as big or as small as you want to. Now if you want to add a little bit darker color in with the lighter colors, you can. This is yours. However you want to do it is okay. Remember, little tiny, tiny, tiny circles and smudges, and keep it in your lines. Don't go outside your lines. All right. So then you're going to fill in all of your sky, your mountains, and your water. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch over to a high-speed recording so you guys can see me do it and not get bored watching me do color after color after color. So this is going to conclude our project. When you're finished filling in your whole picture, you're going to want to sign the bottom, because every artist signs their artwork. So put your name down at the bottom. And then moms or dads, if you want to spray it with aerosol hairspray, that will keep the chalk from falling off too much, and it'll keep it bright and bold for a lot longer amount of time. Pastels don't last forever because they are a dust. They will last really a long time if you push really hard. Push them into that paper. Well, I hope you had a good time with this lesson. Once again, the next video will be the sped up version of me finishing this picture. I hope you had a good time. I certainly did, and I will see you for our next project. Bye, guys.